Hey y'all, I wanted to come on here and really share something. And right now, I'm just share the message, and I will. Okay, basically, stay tuned for the actual story to the message that I'm gonna have today, that I'm gonna speak today. Just stay tuned if you're interested. And if you feel led, just stay tuned for once I post the story. I'll probably break it up into twos because I ain't gonna lie, y'all. It's packed with information. It's packed with revelation and I can't really sugarcoat it or sum it up to be something so, sum it up for it to be a smaller story because I'm not gonna lie, y'all, this the type of stuff that really is destroying our people, that's really destroying people left to right. I can't really sugarcoat the story. I need people to understand that you are not alone out here, and I want us to pinpoint together why these things be occurring, and God put this on my heart. I have to do what God told me, y'all. So many times I ran away from what God wanted me to do, and it hurts. Just like I mentioned in my other video, it's like when you not operating your calling, you not operating your purpose, y'all. That stuff hurts. It hurts. You go through so much. It be like feelings of feeling like, dang, why am I even here? It be feelings of, just feeling like you wasting your time, just feeling unloved, just feeling different things. And it's like, dude, you wired to do great things. You are wired to do some amazing things here. And brothers and sisters, I want us all to grasp that. It's not even about what I want, though. It's about what God wants. God wants you to grasp that. Stop holding on to your testimonies. Stop being ashamed of what you have been through and what you have overcame through God, what God has brought you from. And God has been telling me that, y'all, I have stories and testimonies about myself that when people look at me, they will not believe it because of how I look and how I present myself, as far as when I step out into the world and just loving and nurturing and all these things. But y'all, I've been through some things and I'm not proud of them. I'm not proud of it. And sometimes it made me be like, well, I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing. But I'm paying the price for not saying nothing. You see what I'm saying? I'm paying the price for not saying something, y'all, because there's somebody out there who needs to hear it. And y'all, another thing before I even finish, always understand. Okay, first off, it's none new under the sun, right? So it's none new under the sun. You're going to find other people who operate in the same things that you operate in. Okay, cool, but it's something different about you because you are designed in a unique form. It's going to be times y'all even take the same routes. It's even times that y'all say the same things and receive the same revelation, but it's something about you. It's something about you. You gonna learn something else that you could tell somebody else. You have a certain type of personality, or you come from a certain type of background that people can relate to. Always understand that you are unique. Your situation is unique. Period. I don't care if, because today, God had placed he placed a woman on my CL, and we have a very, very, very similar testimony. And she even spoke and said so many of the things that God has put in my heart. You see what I'm saying? He put in my heart, and the revelation he gave me. First off, that's how I know that she truly walking in God. So I already rocked with her from when I heard her, from when she was talking and stuff like that. Like I knew that she truly somebody who operated in God. She operating in Christ. So I'm like, boom, okay, cool. But he placed her on there, and she was saying so many things that I could resonate with. But guess what? She went through her stuff. I went through my stuff. It's stuff she can say that I can say too. But we both got different. We got the same. We probably operate in the same field, right? But we both can bring something different as far as bringing people into the body of Christ. You get what I'm saying? So I always understand it, y'all. We can operate in the same fields. Okay, cool. Let's say you do have a podcast and it's about some similar of what you heard before. Okay, you different. Okay, let's say you called to be a teacher. Okay, let's say you called to do this. You called to do that. It's nothing new under the sun. These different type of avenues, these different type of fields that we operate in, y'all. It's nothing new. The titles and all that is nothing new. But at the end of the day, you bring something unique to the table because it's you, because you are wired differently. One thing about us, all of us out here in this world, we all are uniquely designed. I don't care if you have a twin. I don't care if you find somebody else who look just like you. At the end of the day, you are unique. I want y'all to grasp this. So I had to, I felt led to say that. Y'all, I ain't trying to look. I ain't trying to be all day, but somebody needed to hear that, y'all, for sure. Okay, so what I'm about to say. Okay, so I gotta break this story up probably into twos because I gotta really break this down. But I really wanted to come on here, y'all, and speak about basically it was a time where and without getting into the story, so bear with me, y'all. Basically, I had met somebody, um, I had met somebody at a vulnerable time, in my life. I was to myself. I was hurt about some family issues and things of that sort, right? And I was just I was vulnerable, and I was trying to get I was just trying to keep my mind focused on God and getting myself together. I'm also a woman who come from a background of many generational curses. Okay, come from a background many generational curses. So, I noticed that God had placed on my life to break these curses. I was the one who God revealed all these different type of curses to and why these things happen the way they do. So it's been tough on me as far as operating in my family. You see what I'm saying? To sum it up, I basically had to separate myself from my family, and I had to get, really go through a lot of spiritual warfare. That's why I don't play about a lot of stuff, y'all. It's that's why I don't just look at stuff in just a small sense, and I speak so passionately about that, because you can't just be out here navigating in a small sense and just looking at stuff as, everything is physical. So I say that to say I'm a woman who fighting a lot of stuff in my background. And so lust is one of the spirits that is a generational curse. Yes, it have operated through the men in my family, and yes, it has operated in the women in my family. Am I proud about it? No. But I understand these are the cards that I was dealt. This is the family that I was born into, and it is what it is. And I made the mistakes that I made because of that. And not only that, because of my lack of knowledge, because of the things I felt like I wanted to do, and just not having a guidance, y'all. Just not having a guidance, like it's all around the border. You see what I'm saying? But fast forward it. So I'm in a vulnerable state in my life. And y'all, one thing that I noticed, and some of you all, if you really pinpoint and look at your life, you a few of y'all can testify and be like, dang, it seemed like when I'm at a certain type of point in my life, somebody come into my life, and I keep falling in this way. I keep falling in this way. Whether you keep falling into this way behind, like, as far as drugs, if you keep falling in this way behind the enemy sending a man or a woman, you see what I'm saying? Like, this even biblical, this stuff happened. Like, this is one of the biggest tricks of the enemy. Okay, boom. So fast forward, it felt like to me throughout my life and stuff, because of my childhood trauma and daddy issues and etc., it seemed like the enemy will always send somebody, even like he would just send somebody, and I could be so firm about, nah, I'm cool, I'm this, and then I will fall some way, somehow. I get off my guard. And so that's what it was. That's what it was, y'all. Came across this man, and I was very vulnerable at the time, but I was also just really fighting hard to get back into a good space with God, and to just keep God like on my mind and on my heart. I wasn't thinking about no dude. I wasn't thinking about none of that. You see what I'm saying? Because I knew at this time in my life, I knew about the soul ties. I knew about the spirit of lust. I knew about how the enemy can send somebody to inflict your soul inside and out. You see what I'm saying? From the inside and out. So I knew these things. And so it's like, dang, it's like when you know something, sometimes you can know something, y'all. You can know something all day, but if you're not applying it, it's useless. It's useless, y'all. That be the thing. People be like, I know. Well, have you tried it? Have you applied it? You feel me? So that was my thing. Fast forwarded, boom. So I end up meeting this dude, and fast forwarded. I'm gonna share the story though. I'm gonna share the story in one of my other videos. You know, when I make my videos about this stuff, I want you all who feel led to stay tuned and to also share this and things like that. Like let's get it. So anyway, fast forward, this dude came into my life, okay, to destroy me inside and out. Y'all, when I was sleep, okay, so I end up messing with the dude and I end up sleeping with him. And y'all, piece by piece, because I've been working on myself and I've been keeping myself, like I wasn't having sex, I wasn't doing none of that. I was just on my walk with God. And I kept tracking inventory of myself about how I've been feeling, about this, about that. Like I'm deep in spiritually. And you would think because you know all these things spiritually and stuff like that, that you would think that you will know better. But no. You see what I'm saying? Even times I fast, I prayed, I broke off many different things behind me, operating in lust from the past, all that, just to turn around and do it again. So I'm somebody who kept falling into lust time and time and time and time and time and time again. I'm not perfect. I'm not about to come on here and look and seem perfect. And I don't care what nobody have to say about me, because guess what? This is taking so and swiping so many people out. I can no longer just sugarcoat. You feel me? So back to what I was saying, y'all. So he came into my life, right? And so I'm the type of person who keep tracking inventory about how I'm feeling and all this different stuff. So picture this. Picture me not even really wanting this dude, and even, I really wasn't even attracted to the dude. That was the thing, y'all. Even from the moment he looked at me, something was exchanged in that moment. You see what I'm saying? This story's so deep, y'all. I can't and some people be like, oh, but this story is so deep. This to let you know how you can be bewitched. This can let y'all brothers and sisters know how you can look at somebody and somebody can even have something going on as far as their eyes and how they look at you. Transference of spirits is real. People don't have to touch you. Sometimes people gotta be in your space and proximity, all of that, in order for them to do what they gotta do. You see what I'm saying? And if you're not guarded in your heart, you're not guarding your soul, your mind, the enemy can get you straight like that. So even from when I looked at him, now he's not no ugly guy, but he's just not something I would go for. Like on any other day, I would literally walk past him like I'm not feeling him. I didn't feel no attraction, no connection, no nothing. So when I looked at him and it felt like it was a shift, I it didn't dawn on me until as I started playing things out, as stuff started to get a little too deep in. Fast forward it, y'all. So even from when I looked at him and stuff like that, my guard has been broken down from then. And I'm usually a strong-willed woman, but my guard has broken down some way, somehow. Fast forwarded, I started sleeping with him, and probably about like the third time, I started to really notice this exchange between me and him. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm a vibrant woman. I've always been vibrant and outgoing and things like that. And I would attract dudes who have dry personalities. Not all the time, but I would attract dudes with dry personalities and who don't really have much personality. You see what I'm saying? And I've been feeling like it's my job to try to pull them out of that and try to get them to be, open and all that. Like, just always trying to fix something. But anyway, so I watch him. I watch my vibrancy. I watch just my drive and all that. I watch that leave me, and I watch it operate in him. So it was weird. And then I noticed every time I slept with him, cause he would try to hide his little anger and stuff from me, but I knew like he was one of the people who and y'all gotta watch. Not saying this for all, but he was quiet too. And I'm not trying to say nothing about y'all individuals who like to be quiet, because it's some good natured, quiet people. Like y'all just be chilling. But I want to let y'all know it's a such thing as a dangerous type quiet, like a quiet, like it's just dangerous. But he would try to hide that, like try to hide his anger and stuff like that. But it'll come out and little stuff, and it'll be certain stuff he say that I'm looking like, dang, like, dude, you tripping. So anyway, he been through things in his past little situation and stuff like that, and he would just bring it up. So I knew he was struggling with unforgiveness. I knew that he was struggling with anger and just all that. Every time I would sleep with him, it would be an exchange. I would see him be super vibrant, super happy, super this, just jittery, all that, and I would watch myself just be angry, like super super angry, just super, like, I don't know, it was always this exchange. Fast forward, another thing was when I met him, much wasn't going on in his life. I mean, yes, he's an entrepreneur. He had things going on, but things were moving super slow for him. Fast forwarded, I started to peep how things in my life, like even the little finances that I was getting, stuff really started to for real dry up for me, and opportunities really start to like hinder, just it was just a hindrance. And I watched this man, just stuff just started going well for him out of nowhere. You see what I'm saying? Like, just stuff, not saying I'm a hater, not saying none of that, but it's a deeper meaning, y'all. I'm trying to basically where I'm going with this, and when I explain the story to y'all, that it's people out here, and sometimes they aware of it. I feel like he's 100% aware of it. But it's people out here literally, and this happens a lot. It's like, dude, picture this, okay? Basically, because my phone go off in 3 minutes, in 20 minutes. So I'm just going to say this and leave that story alone, and then I'll come back and explain it. So basically what I'm trying to say, family, is soul ties is real. And when you lay down with somebody, it's not just a physical thing. It is an exchange. It is an exchange, family. It's something going on in the spirit. Whether you want to believe it or not, we are spiritual beings having a physical experience. So whether you want to believe it or not, it's stuff being exchanged. When somebody who is super toxic or an agent of the enemy who's sent to destroy you, to knock you off track and all these other type of things, when you lay down with them, you are legally given the enemy legal rights. That's why these things be kicking off in the world, y'all. Like, this why stuff be kicking off in the world, and people like, oh, this and that. Not trying to sound like I don't have no heart, but I be understanding, and it's hurtful and it's painful, because it's painful to see other people suffer. But these things be happening because us people not understanding spiritual laws. So basically, the enemy be having a doorway to operate in people's lives and things like that because of the lack of knowledge. So basically, you get yourself to an agent of the enemy. You get somebody who have open doors. Now they have spiritual rights to hinder your blessings. Now they have spiritual rights to tie your soul, mind, will, and emotions. Now they have legal rights to siphon your energy, meaning you start to notice that, like, just like what I was saying, the energy is being siphoned. This person basically is you gaining that person personality, and they gaining yours. You can even start to see things hinder in your life and things go good for them. It's literally a exchange, y'all. It be literally an exchange. And then a lot of times we be sleeping with the enemy. These people do not like us. They come to destroy us. They see the vibrancy, and they see the God in you, and they see good things coming for you. A lot of times people they will have sex with you, and they will lay down with you just so they can have access to you spiritually. It be people who know this. These witches, these warlocks, they be knowing stuff like this. Let's keep it real. That's why we have to be careful who we laying down with, y'all. That's why we gotta like pick a side. Are we gonna walk with God, or are we gonna walk with the world? And y'all, this deep. I could go on and on, but at 20:35 is when my phone, my video gonna end. So I just wanted to say that I want y'all to stay tuned to this. I want y'all to be aware. And not only that, this is what God want me to do. He want me to speak and talk about this. I no longer can sugarcoat. Much love to y'all, and I hope y'all have a blessed week.